welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, home of the Panthers. It is boys volleyball night again tonight. It's tax night. It's April 15th, 2013. So for the little late start there, we are underway, and Upper St. Clair gets the first point. It's an ace off the hands of Michael Lynch. And tonight we've got the Upper St. Clair Panthers in the black, playing left to right. And out of Double A, Section 3, the South Park Eagles have come to play. And just like that, it is a net violation. But it looks like James Ferris got a little bit too close to that net. That's a violation. It's a point for South Park, and we're all even up here real early in set number 1 at 1. My name's Kevin McGahey, and I'm assisted tonight by John Buckholt behind the camera. And it's our pleasure to bring you this contest on Upper St. Clair Cable 7, and it's James Ferris with a pretty nifty short set. But it whistles wide into the South Park bench. And just like that, the Eagles have an early 2-1 lead. Nice dig by libero Billy Smith, but it's an overpass. It goes right to the South Park side where number 17, Dan Wanker, sophomore middle blocker, hammers that one home. And just like that, it's 3-1, and oh my. That is a I got it, you take it ace by the South Park Eagles, and quickly back in play here. It's a 4-1 Eagles lead. St. Clair not quite on track yet. Short set. And that time it's James Ferris using the net as the seventh man, and he gets credit for his first kill and first for the team tonight. And it's a 4-2 South Park lead. Number 24, Mitch Boring, to the back row for the St. Clair serve. To the left side, number 21 for South Park. It's off the block, lands out of bounds. Yeah, it's out of bounds. Number 21 for South Park is senior Justin Palashik, an outside hitter. Point side out South Park, and it's 5-2. South Park in here with what I think is a 3-2 section record. Panthers have an even overall record at 3-3 rather. 2-2 in section, currently holding down fourth place. There's a lot more volleyball to play here in this 2013 season. Back set, Chris Howie off the net and off the hand of number 17, Dan Wanker. And it's Chris Howie, this big senior, number 8, tallest guy on the floor by a long shot, with his first kill. And it will be sophomore Billy Smith, wearing the gray libero defensive player jersey tonight. He gets the serve, and it will not come back with power. So it's a free ball now for the Panthers. The Michael Lynch back set. Howie again off the block, still in play by South Park. Billy Smith playing just in a defensive posture, trying not to get bowled over by that thing. Eagles have it, you take it, I got it, and there's a point for the Panthers. Well, they've each had one of those so far. We're sort of up for grabs. Nobody ends up with it. Panthers back within one. 5-4 is the score, Eagles. It'll be another free ball for the Panthers. There's the set to Michael Lynch, short set, and right back to Jared Brown, and down it goes. Number 16, junior Jared Brown. 3 kills, 3 different St. Clair players, and we are all tied up at 5. This is a non-section match. It doesn't count in the standings. It's good practice and good sort of intersectional play. South Park's physically close to us. Oh my goodness, there's a Billy Smith ace. Lands just in front of number 18, Jim Polizano. For South Park, Billy Smith gets credit for the ace, second for the team. And the Panthers with the second lead of the night. It's 6-5. They led 1-0 just a minute ago. This is set number 1 of a best-of-5 match. Well, that's not the hardest kill you'll ever see. But Matt Janilla, the junior middle player, gets credit for that one. He's subbed out for number 12 now. Ryan Clydesdale on for South Park for the serve. Tall tied up at 6. Set number 1. A set goes to 25. You have to win them by 2, and that is Aiden Leahy up high and with power. So 4 kills, 4 different players, and a 7-6 St. Clair lead with Chris Howie to the back row for the serve. Little jumper, and that sails about 4 feet long. He tried to dump that right in the back left corner. Came pretty close, but it did sail long. Service error sends the side out and point over to South Park. Subbing out is Jim Polizano. On is number 2, Walter Figgis. He's an outside hitter. Hard driving serve, and that fooled Aiden Leahy. Went right off his hands, and that's the second ace of the night for South Park. 2 each. Eagles with the lead, 8-7 now. Left side, Aiden Leahy reached way over his head. Free ball. Michael Lynch with the set, who gets it back. Set to Chris Howie from the back row. Tipped off the net and down. Those are playable, and Chris Howie from the back row. Kill number 2. We're all tied up at 8. It's a close match so far. Aiden Leahy's got his jump serve. And a good one lands just in. Yeah, that was just inside the back line. Linesman didn't quite see it, but that was a very, very good serve. Landed right where you want it to. Just inside the back line. Freezes the defense. Panthers get the 1-point lead back, 9-8. Aiden Leahy again. Another good jump serve. Handled, though, by the Eagles. There's the set. That lands just long. Tip, not tip. That lands wide. Over the end line. Panthers now with the largest lead of the night so far at 10-8. And Aiden Leahy will try it again. Another good serve. And that will go way long. Aiden Leahy has got the jump serve going. As you know, if you've seen these telecasts, it can kill you. It can really help you. Once you're in the air, you lose a little bit of control. But right now, Aiden has dumped 3 of those perfectly just in the back line. Make it 4, and that's just what they're supposed to do. Libero Kevin Parlick trying to return these things, but Aiden Leahy so far has that jump serve going, and it's a 4-point lead at 12-8. One more, again dumps it over. 3 aces in this little run for Aiden Leahy, the senior. And the lead stretches out to 5, with the Eagles having a tough time figuring out how to handle this. You'll see the heavy topspin on the serve, and it dies the minute it gets across the net. That time it was fooled. It fooled South Park. It didn't come over with power. Michael Lynch. Everybody was expecting a set out of Michael Lynch. Instead, he gets a kill. 6 kills for the team, 5 different players, and the St. Clair lead now 6 at 14-8. It's still only set number 1. Tons of volleyball left to play in this best of 5. Oh, well, there it goes. Aiden Leahy had a little bit too much on it. Lands about 6 feet long over the end line. Side out, point South Park. And it's number 14, Joe Wanker, with that serve. And Jared Brown, the junior outside, hitter number 16 with his second kill. Panzer at the side out point, and it's a 15-9. 6-point Panther lead. We played at 25. You have to win that set by 2. And Jared Brown gets the serve. Nice and easy does it. From the back row, off the block. Aiden Leahy digging it. Back set right side. Oh, Chris Howie, a good look. Went just long. But the terrific dig by Aiden Leahy kept that alive. 5-point Panther lead, 15-10. South Park got one of those back. Lynch with the set at the center. Jared Brown hacks it long. Oh, but a net violation. See if they'll tell me who got into the net. One of the South Park players got in the net. You are not allowed to touch that net. Checking in for the Eagles is number 11. One of the starters, Matt Janilla's back in. He plays middle. Number 12 sits down a while. Ryan Clydesdale, that's a common substitution. We'll see that all night long. Meanwhile, Panthers lead by 6, 16-10. Aiden Leahy's run of serves got this for him. Now let's see if we can maintain it, trade some points, and come away with set number 1. Well, that was the set to nowhere. And a timeout called by South Park coach Jesse Panzarello. Yeah, in truth, you don't see many plays like that at this level, where the set was really nice. It was nice and high over here to the near left side, and nobody wanted it. So far, here we sit on a 17-10 Upper St. Clair lead. And the whole offense is spread out here. There's, let's see, the kill leader is Chris Howie with 2 and Jared Brown with 2. Michael Lynch, the setter's got 1. Aiden Leahy has 1. James Ferris with 1 early on in the match. Aiden Leahy with 3 aces. Billy Smith has 1, and Michael Lynch has 1. 5, 7, 9. That's 13 of the 17 points. The others on South Park errors. So, as usual, the offense is spread out. If you've seen these telecasts this season, the Panthers do not have one certain go-to guy. Any one of 4 or 5 guys can be relied on the attack for successful kills. There's the 2-touch to Aiden Lee. He covered that one. Michael Lynch with a set. Mitch Boring, and taken down by Chris Howie on the overpass. The overpass is when the bump or the pass from the back row goes to the other team's front line instead of yours. It usually results in an automatic point. The lead is 8 now, 18-10. Well, Michael Lynch gives one of those back on a large floater of a serve that lands at least 10 feet beyond the back line. He's been in the weight room apparently. Have to cut that out. Substitution back on the floor, number 21, Justin Palashik. That's served by Kevin Parlick, the libero, and James Ferris fooling him. James does not hit with a whole lot of power, but he does have the placement. He's doing it with finesse. The lead is back to 8, 19-11. Panthers the first set. We're playing right here. It's a best of 5 match. Each set goes to 25. Mitch Boring, nice, easy over spin, top spin serve. Palashik with the return. It's a free ball now. Michael Lynch left side, Aiden Leahy. There's some power, but right at Kevin Parlick. Billy Smith getting in the way of that. Aiden Leahy again, just touching it over, and down it goes. Aiden Leahy doing that one with finesse and hits his second kill. Here in this first set, 20-11 now. Exactly where the Panthers want to be. You get to 20, you want a nice cushion of points, and here it is. The lead is 9. Mitch Boring again with a serve. Good set, but Palashik zips that ball into the St. Clair bench. Mitch Boring with another one, leads up to 10 now. That's a double figure lead, 21-10. Panthers need 4 here to cover up and close out set number 1. Mitch Boring again. Good serve, nice topspin line drive from the back row now. Billy Smith digs it out. Michael Lynch with the back set. Chris Howie with the attempt, and down. It is still alive. Oh my goodness, what a brilliant dig by Kevin Parlick. Howie again sails it wide this time. Too bad. Oh my. It looks like it's a tipped ball. One of the South Park Eagles got a fingernail on it. I bet he'll trim those before the next match, and it's 4 kills for Chris Howie and a 22-11 Panther lead. The left side, free ball for the Panthers. Now that came with no power at all. Short set, Aiden Leahy, but into the net. Oh, the set was pretty good. Aiden had a tremendous look at it, but flopped that thing into the net. Side out, point South Park, and it's Dan Wanker, the sophomore. With the South Park serve, they don't seem to have any jump servers. Short set, James Ferris, but right into the block. It's still good. It's still alive. Palashik, and zam, that goes right. Michael Lynch, all he could do was get out of the way of that instead of having his head taken off. Point South Park. Still a 9-point Panther lead at 22-13. Well, the serving gods gave that one back, about 4 feet long. Pants will take the service there, and it'll be Billy Smith back for the St. Clair serve. 23-13 is the lead. And no power this time. Well, Justin Palashik thought he had a pretty good beat, and he tried to roll it off the heel of his hand and over. Now the Panthers sitting pretty with 11 set points in hand. Any one of the next 11 that comes the Panthers' way, set number 1 is in the record book. Billy Smith, there's the set to Michael Lynch. Right side, Chris Howie, right into the block. It's still alive, though, my goodness. Right side this time, into the St. Clair block. Jared Brown in position for that. Aiden Leahy now with the bump. Back set, Chris Howie. Does it come back? No, it won't. Good, valiant effort by Billy Smith. But no, that one did not come back. And it's a point for South Park. Panthers still 10-set points in hand here. 24-14. Panthers need one. And there it is. Left-handed serve by Ryan Clydesdale lands firmly in the grasp of the net. And the Upper St. Clair Panthers take away set number one here. 25-14. 1 set to love. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back for set number two. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Kevin McGahey here, still with you. John Buckholt behind the camera, and you just saw the Upper St. Clair Panthers take away set number one of tonight's April 15th tax match. 25-14 over the visiting Eagles from South Park High School. South Park is, of course, a double-A school. This is really just for funsies. It's great practice for both, and South Park at least did not have far to come. South Park competes in that Section 3 in Double-A, where they come in here with a 2-2, I think. Well, maybe it's a 3-2 section record, so they have some decent talent. But so far, it was a fairly mistake-filled first set for both teams. The Panthers have it lead 1 set to love. Mitch Boring hammers it up into the doggone structure. It's still playable. You didn't see that on the screen, but you can actually do that. And they're playing a game of footsie. Number 21, Jason Polashik, trying to keep it alive with a foot. You can do that, but James Ferris instead gets credit for his third kill, and the Panthers open up just like they did last set with the first point. 1-0 Panthers. Mitch Boring again with a serve. Left side just pooched over. It goes backwards. Mitch Boring brings it back forward, but it's at the net. The overpass. Yeah, Mitch passed it a little too far. That overpass lands in the clutches of Dan Wanker, number 17, the middle blocker for South Park. And they even up the scored one just like they did last time. And it's Kevin Parlick, the libero, with the serve. Little back set, and James Ferris tried to get it over or under the block, really. It ended up under the net. And where have I seen this scoring system before? The South Park Eagles got up 5-1, I think, early in the last match. And right now they're up 3-1. After the Panthers scored the first point in set one. Looks like we could have just replayed set number one instead of playing fresh here, but this is all brand new material. Nice pooch serve. Michael Lynch, Aiden Leahy. It does land in. I had to hesitate a minute. From my perspective, it looked like it landed wide. It landed in, and Aiden Leahy, his first kill of the second set, third overall for the night. And Billy Smith wearing the gray libero jersey. That's a defensive substitute. Little pooch serve. Handled by the Eagles, but it won't come back with power. Well, it does, but way too much. Got way too much wind under that. And that error sends the point to the Panthers, and we're all tied up at 3. Billy Smith again. Hold it. Oh, I heard a whistle. It's a rotation error. Somebody's standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or not. It looks like that is not the call. It's a do-over. Officials do make mistakes too, I guess. I guess that infallibility stays with the Catholic Church. Oh my, what an attack. Way up high was Jason Polashik. But he whistled that into the net straight down. Panther point again. Billy Smith, pooch serve, little backspin number. Another one of those, a really nice set, and apparently a misplay, a missed call on the play. It just sort of dumps itself in the South Park side, and it's a 5-3 Panther lead. Billy Smith again. There's the set to the left side. Polashik has that, and that lands out, I think. Well, the linesman claims not to have seen it. We'll hold on just a second to see what that call was. It landed right back there in the right corner at the feet of the linesman. I can see where he might have had a hard time seeing. Let's see what the call is. It does land in, so it's a South Park kill. They get the side out and the point. And number 17, Dan Wanker, back for the South Park serve. Jim Polizano, number 18, checks back in for the Eagles. Walter Figgis, number 2, the junior hitter, will sit out. Dan Wanker's a sophomore. Top spin serve. There's the back set. Chris Howie, and down it goes. Chris Howie leading all attackers so far tonight with 5 kills, and he gets to serve. Little hop serve, and a good one. That goes backwards. This will not come with power. It'll be a free ball for the Panthers. Short set. Looks like a net violation. I was looking the other way. I apologize. I don't know who that was called on, but it is a net violation. You may not touch that net, or it's a dead ball and a point. That's exactly what happened. And the Panthers now, whoa, good grief, get out of the way of that thing. We're 7-4. Now it's 8-4. And it will be Chris Howie continuing to serve. Panthers have doubled up the Eagles now, 8-4. That serve nearly drew rain. Oh, good dig. Will it come back? No. Good effort. Mitch Boring got a hand on it. Not quite enough to keep it in, and that is the third ace of the night for South Park. Nope, not an ace. We served. Sorry about that. They still have 2. Ryan Clydesdale had that same problem at the end of the first match, a set rather, where he's a left-hand serve and he pooched it into the net. Aiden Leahy now with a jump serve and a 9-5 lead. Let's see what he's got in his bag of tricks. Another good jump serve. That rolls over the net. It's still live. It's playable. Foot fault, foot violation. You're allowed to, there's a black center line that divides the 2 halves of the court. You're allowed to step on it, but not over it. And apparently the South Park player did. That's a violation point for the Panthers. And it's Aiden Leahy again with a jump serve. Oh, my goodness, and a good one. Kevin Parlick at least lofts it high. And into the net again goes Justin Palashik. Panther lead is 6 now, 11-5. Aiden Leahy again. Parlick takes care of it. Right side, Palashik. Yeah, and that time he zings that ball to the back left corner in a slicing attack. And Justin Palashik gets the kill. It's a point and side out for South Park, and an 11-6 Panther lead. That serves nice and long. We will take that. He was trying to dump that on the back line. Defense rarely knows what to do about that, but meanwhile, we'll take it. It's 12-6 now. Panthers, this is the second set. Panthers already have 1 set in hand, and it's Jared Brown with a nice little pooch serve. Up it goes left side. Oh, well, that was pretty good on South Park's part. It was a top spin, sort of a balloon ball that was just behind Jared Brown's head. He reached back to get it off his fingertips and over the back line. Point and side out Eagles. Number 14, Joe Wanker with the serve. Right side, Chris Howie just tapping it back. He cannot hit. He stepped over the line. He's a backline player. Well, a nice bump, nice recovery by Chris Howie, but there was nobody there to take care of it. Back-to-back points for the Eagles. Still a 12-8 Panther lead. Joust at the net, won by South Park on a lift. Eventually called the joust is when both teams get hands on the ball at the same time. South Park won the joust, lift called, and it's 3 in a row by the Eagles. Panthers still lead 12-9. Oh, the set was behind James Ferris. The timing was off. James hustled toward the net a little too quickly. The ball wasn't ready for him. He had to reach back over his head, and that's what sailed that ball over the end line. It's a little 4-point run now for South Park. Mitch Boring, but right at the defense. And just sort of rolled over by Dan Weicker. And just like that, the 6-point lead for the Panthers has become 1. It's 12-11. South Park on the way back. Aiden Leahy picks it up, right side. Mitch Boring long again. My goodness. Well, the Panthers are getting some good looks at, but they're suddenly spraying it all over the court. And we're all knotted up at 12. Joe Wanker again. It does end up being playable. I wasn't sure about that. Oh, right into the block. James Ferris, first block for a point tonight. And James Ferris gets that to maintain, so make sure the Panthers don't sink into trailing territory. 13-12. Panthers with a 1-point lead, and it's Michael Lynch, the senior setter, back for the serve. The left side, off to Panther hands and out of bounds. That's a good attack by Dan Wanker. Sophomore, all knotted up at 13. Back set right side. Mitch Boring slicing attack, but dug off the floor by Spencer Guidish, but it doesn't come back. Nice dig by Guidish, number 13. And again, Panthers do not trail. They got that point back. Now, can we stretch out a few? Let's see what Mitch Boring can do for a couple of serves here. Center set. That was playable. It's hard to see, but it got up actually in the structure, and it came back. Chris Howie, good timing, good presence of mind to put that thing over. It got up into the rafters, into the net that separates the two halves of the court that's all tied up there. If that had gone on the other team's side, it's no good. Since it fell back on our side, it was playable, and Chris Howie got us one more point. It's a 2-point Panther lead at 15-13. And that one goes long. Well, there's that little run we were asking for a minute ago. 16-13 now. Panthers lead. And the center just dumped over, and no one there to cover, right in the little donut hole of the center of the defense. South Park gets one back. It's 16-14 Panthers, and Kevin Parlick, the senior libero, with the serve. It's got to go over. And he does get it over. Dan Wanker using the net, the seventh man, to make sure that one stays on the St. Clair side. 16-15, Eagles back within one. Short set. James Ferris, though, did not find pay dirt. Well, that happens that time. Good effort by Kevin Parlick, but he got all tangled up in some of the lines down there. So they jumped up and snaked him down. Point Panthers 17-15. Billy Smith with a little line drive of a serve. Michael Lynch back set. Chris Howie, down it goes, and a net violation. Either way, Panthers got the point. The lead is 3, 18-15. We're still in the second set in this best-of-5 match. Panthers already with one set in hand. No power. This will be a free ball for the Panthers. Mitch Boring to Michael Lynch. Oh, and Aiden Leahy was out of position for it. So it's a free ball. Eagles now, left side, and yeah, sure, Justin Palashik knew what to do with that. He powdered that thing right down the line. South Park gets a point back. The lead is still 2 for the Panthers, 18-16. Dan Wanker, the middle hitter, sophomore, serving for the Eagles. Top spin. Well, it might have gone right in the back line as it was playable at least. Chris Howie, free ball, Eagles. There's the set. Oh, another free ball for the Panthers. Michael Lynch back set. Chris Howie. Oh, got the two South Park players just like that. Over it goes, and oh, too bad. The place block did not work, and it comes back with just, that was the slowest moving kill I might have ever seen, and South Park back within one. 18-17 Panthers. The Dan Wanker serve. Again, the Panthers can't get an attack out of that. Lands just out. That was a pretty good look. I thought that was going to land right in the back line. That's why I hesitated, but indeed it lands just wide. Point and side out Panthers. Substitution now. Chris Howie will go out, and number 18, senior Sean Mackey, will come in, and he will start off the serve. Little topspin deal. Works great. Eagles have it. Polashek. Oh, Billy Smith. Well, it's a miracle he got in front of that, but it was not covered on the front line. Good work by Billy Smith, though. The Eagles get one back. It's a 19-18 Panther lead. Panthers can't seem to shake these guys. Panthers led by 6 early on in the set, 12-6. Eagles came roaring back, and the teams have been virtually trading points ever since. Set to the left side, Polashek. Oh, Billy Smith again with a nice move. Oh, I missed that substitution. Number 23 is on the floor. Robert Joseph is in. He's a good hitter. Joust at the net. Michael Lynch was going to touch that thing over. But the joust at the net won by the Eagles, and we're tied up at 19. And another bad serve, my goodness, by Ryan Clydes. It looks like he needs a little serving practice. He was trying to just dump that over the net, and again, the Panthers have not trailed since early in this match. Down 3-1 early on in this set, rather. And they've come back and not trailed since. Here's Robert Joseph with the serve. Line drive number. Eagles have it. Back set right side off the net. It's still playable. Mitch Boring. Yeah, finally. Mitch with his first kill. He's had a lot of playing time, but his first killer number 6 in the books for the Panthers. And it's a 2-point lead, 21-19. Timeout called by Coach Jesse Panzarello, because I know he'd like his South Park Eagles to win this battle. But now let's see if the Panthers can either trade points from here on out. We just need 4 to capture set number 2. Chris Howie leading all attackers with 6 kills so far in the better part of 2 sets. James Ferris with 4. Aiden Leahy with 3. Jared Brown with 2. Michael Lynch, the setter, has 1. And Mitch Boring, he just got his first. That's not a lot of kills, actually, for 46 points. 6, 10, 16. It's only 17 kills for 46 points. But there's 5 aces to go with that. Aiden Leahy has 3. Billy Smith 1. And Michael Lynch, the setter, number 15, he's got 1. And 1 block for a point. So the rest is coming on errors. But it's Robert Joseph now. Back for the St. Clair serve. But he whacks it right into the tape. I know he wanted to just dump that thing over the net. But the Panthers sort of keeping the Eagles in this one. It's 21-20 Panthers. Justin Polashek with the serve and a good one. Mitch Boring pops it up. Michael Lynch has it, and Boring again over the top, but not with power. From the center into the block, and I think it was either Jared Brown or Mitch Boring. I'm not so sure which one got that. The second block for a point, and it's Jared Brown to the back row. Panthers need 3. It's 22-20. Well, that's an ace. It was a decent serve, handled by South Park, but it counts as an ace for Jared Brown. That did not come back. Instead of the bump going up to the front line, it went straight down to the floor. Jared Brown again. Over the net, it's playable. So was that. Holy smokes. Joe Wanker with the South Park kill. They get the side out and point. Panthers to lead by 2, 23-21. Needing 2 to close out this second set. Well, that set was behind Mitch Boring. And that was, again, Michael Lynch trying to two-touch it over, but it went right into the Eagles' block. And we're getting close here. Well, we shall see. You have to win these sets you have to get to 25 and win by 2. But if we should end up at 24, oh my, 23 all. If we should end up at 24 here, we will keep playing until somebody does win it by 2. However long that takes, Robert Joseph checks out. Senior Aiden Leahy checks back in. And it's Joe Wanker with the serve. He served ahead of the whistle. It's a serve over. Joe Wanker just should have waited till the official blows the quick whistle. He'll blow the whistle when everybody's set. Aiden Leahy, Michael Lynch, James Ferris, down it goes. All right, now the Panthers need this 1 point to bring this second set to a close. If the Eagles get it, we get bonus volleyball here. And right now, Eagles have the advantage. The receiving team gets the advantage of the first bump set attack. There's the bump. There's the set. It'll be from the back row. Oh, they do not do it with power, and oh my. South Park, the Eagles give us one, and the Upper St. Clair Panthers come away with the second set, 25-23, to go with a 25-14 victory in set number 1. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back for the third set. We are back. Oh, with those breaks need to be longer than those 6 milliseconds it took. John Buckholt still behind the camera. Kevin McGahey doing the voiceover. It is still April 15th. I hope your taxes are in already. And this is the Upper St. Clair Boys Volleyball Panthers team playing left to right in black against the Eagles from AA Section 3 South Park in blue, going right to left. I think it will be the St. Clair Panthers starting off with a serve. The Panthers with a 2 sets to love lead right now. If this one goes the Panthers' way, it's a 3-love match. We're done and everybody gets home early. If the South Park Eagles come back with a victory, we will keep playing. Meanwhile, Michael Lynch with an odd play by South Park, but it works. It's still in play. Mitch Boring will get a chance. No, he did not find the floor with that. From the back row, South Park's Joe Wanker starts off with the first point. Billy Smith took a good look at it, was not able to keep it in play. Kevin Parlick, the libero for South Park, at the net. Yeah, that one a little overpass. Michael Lynch asking for a roofing call since he really didn't get a chance to set that thing. Yeah, and he's got a pretty good case. Roofing is when you reach over the net. It's like goaltending in basketball. You have to give the ball a chance to know what it's going to do. Michael Lynch really did not have a chance at a set because a South Park hand was way over on our side, but it is called a roofing call after all that. South Park reached over. Panthers needed a chance for that set to work. They didn't get it. It's a violation. Panthers got the point. Well, that's a long-winded answer, but oh well. The point went Panthers' way. That one did not. That one sails out of bounds here to the near side. South Park side out. And point in an early 2-1 lead in the third set. Substitution for the Eagles. Number 18 comes on the floor, Jim Polizano. Walter Figgis, the outside hitter, takes a break. Dan Wanker with the serve. Aiden Leahy with the attack, but into the net it goes. And in every set so far, the Eagles have had a 3-1 lead. Wanker again, top spin serve, Billy Smith, nice dig. Michael Lynch with a set. Aiden Leahy, that time off of South Park hand and down. Aiden Leahy hasn't had many tonight. That's only 4 kills for the senior hitter. Billy Smith, little hop serve, back spin on it. Kevin Parlick picks it up. Smith again with a nice dig. Aiden Leahy with a nice attack, but it lands out. Oh my, well, that worked out fine. Aiden Leahy with the attack. It went off a South Park arm and landed just out of bounds on the far side in front of the St. Clair bench. And we are all tied up at 3. Little touch, no power on that one. Left side, Aiden Leahy. That set came in too low for him, so he just touches it over. Another free ball for the Panthers. Left side, Leahy down. My goodness, Kevin Parley gets a hold of it. It's way up in the structure and playable, but it doesn't come back. Wow. Hard to see. I know you couldn't see that on TV, but it went way, way up into the rafters. And it's St. Clair ball and the lead now at 4-3. Billy Smith, the serve again. Justin Polashik taking a whiff at it. Didn't result in anything except a St. Clair point, and it's a 5-3 Panther lead. At the net, yeah, up nice and it's an unusual set, but it worked just fine. Joe Wanker, the middle player, the senior, gets credit for the point. Now here comes Ryan Clydesdale again. He's left-handed, but he's had his serving issues tonight. That one lands in. Short back set. Chris Howie whistling it, but whistles it wide into the South Park bench. And we're all tied up at 5. Third set. Clydesdale again, nice and high. Back set right side, Howie, down it goes. Didn't use the real power that time. Counts just the same. 7 kills tonight for the team lead for Chris Howie. And he will get the pleasure of the serve. Punched over, handled by the Eagles. Back set right side, another free ball coming for the Panthers. Mitch Boring, Michael Lynch, Chris Howie from the back row had just a little bit too much on it. Goes a couple of feet beyond the end line, tied up at 6. And much like last set, well, this is where the Panthers got themselves a nice 6-point run. And then the Eagles glommed it all back. But meanwhile, it is Justin Polashik with the serve. It'll be Aiden Leahy from the left side off the block, and net violation anyway. Panther point. And a 1-point lead at 7-6. And here's the jump server, Aiden Leahy. And a good one handled by Kevin Parlick. And I'm glad it's not me out there having to handle that stuff. Good gravy. It's in play. Jared Brown to the South Park back row. No power. It's a free ball, Panthers. Michael Lynch taps it over the second touch. It does not work. Polarchik. Way long. And the Panthers grab onto a 2-point lead, 8-6. Aiden Leahy, oh my, came up short on that one. Had a nice jump at it, good look. But that one ends up practically glued to the net. You can probably see net prints in that ball. It was hit so hard. South Park gets the side out and point. 8-7 Panthers. Yeah, the set was a little too close to the sideline and too low. It actually went into the antenna. Hard to see on the far side. The little red and white stick on the far side is the out of bounds marker at the net. That time Mitch Boring knew what to do. Down the stretch it goes. Wow. That one had a com trail attached to it. And the lead is 9-8 Panthers. Jared Brown. Little jump serve and a line drive. Set to the left side, and it is Dan Wanker. Trading points now. We're tied at 9. Number 13 with the serve, Spencer Guidish. Top spin, Aiden Leahy has it set left side. Mitch Boring again, but could not find an open spot on the defense. Leahy with the set, Boring again, top spin, and off the side it goes. Mitch Boring. Keeping the Panthers in the lead. Setter Michael Lynch now with the serve. in the center off the tip. It's playable. One more tap. Mitch Boring. Oh, my, good return, but no hardwood. Off the block. James Ferris was in. Off his hands it goes. Point and side out Eagles. Billy Smith with the bump. It'll be Chris Howie with the attack, but right into the South Park block. And the Eagles with a lead relatively late in a set that they have not had all night long. Short set, James Ferris. Yeah. I love that quick set, the old concrete play. And James Ferris find in the open spot with his 6th kill. 6 for him, 7 for Chris Howie, 6 for Aiden Leahy to lead the team. And Mitch Boring serving for the Panthers, tied at 11. At the net. Oh, James Ferris reaching way over his head to put that one away. Good presence of mind by James with a little jousting play at the net, and the Panthers grab the lead back at 12-11. Mitch Boring still with a serve. Nice and easy does it. Kevin Parlick brings it home. Right side. Little floating attack. Aiden Leahy, another one. The set was a little low for him. Billy Smith. Michael Lynch. Aiden Leahy again. Now that'll do it. Aiden Leahy. Wow. Putting the afterburners on one, and Aiden Leahy. 3 of them tied for the lead now with 7 kills tonight, and it's a 2-point Panther lead. Mitch Boring still serving. Little topspin number. James Ferris with his 2nd block for a point. The Panthers with a little run they needed here. A little 4-point run. 14-11 is the Panther lead in the 3rd, and what could be the deciding set. That serve barely cleared the net, and Palaszczuk. Michael Lynch. Aiden Leahy still can't find the doggone polyurethane. Mitch Boring with a bump. Aiden Leahy again. Top spin wrister. Palaszczuk, but Ferris with the block. Aiden Leahy again. My goodness, the best rally we've seen all night long. Mitch Boring, Michael Lynch, Chris Howie, but again sails it long. Oh my, Chris Howie had a terrific look at that, but sailed it way long. South Park with a point and the side out. Panthers still lead 14-12. Dan Wanker, the sophomore, with the topspin serve. Can Aiden Leahy do it? Oh my, another good look. The slicing attack goes wide onto the near side. And South Park back within 1. Panthers lead 14-13. Left side, Leahy, can he do it this time? No, into the South Park block. Well, the Panthers, I don't know if they're easing up or what it is, but right now that they let the South Park have 3 in a row. We're all tied up at 14. Just like last set, it was nip and tuck all the way down to the end where the Panthers finally won that one, 25-23. Dan Wanker again. Easy serve. Aiden Leahy, left side. Tried it with finesse, did not work. Still in play, Billy Smith. Short set, James Ferris, but into the block. Left side, Palaszczuk. Aiden Leahy, yeah, finally does it. And a roofing call, Aiden Leahy. Well, it's goaltending again. That ball did not have a chance to come up. Aiden Leahy called for the roofing call. He got his hand too far over the net. the call was made. The official was right on top of it. But indeed, Aiden Leahy his timing was off. Right move, wrong timing, and the South Park Eagles have the lead now 15-14. Dan Wanker still serving. Chris Howie, but off the tip. South Park will bring it back. Polashek, Billy Smith. Back set. Chris Howie whistles one home. There we go. Chris Howie's been trying to do that for half an hour and finally got one to fall. We are tied up at 15. Billy Smith wearing the libero jersey in the gray. And that's an ace. There wasn't. Billy had nothing, not much on it, but he fooled. Who was that? Number 18, Jim Polizano for South Park. It's an ace. 8th one of the night for the Panthers. 3 for Billy Smith. 3 for Aiden Leahy. Who's going to get this one? Leahy from the left side. Still can't seem to find pay dirt. Polashek, though, off the St. Clair block and out of bounds. Polashek gets one. And we are all tied up at 16. The Panthers cannot shake these Eagles. Just like the second set. This one's going to go down to the wire again. Short set. Oh, my. Well, the idea was good. Jared Brown's timing was off. His jump was a little bit too early. The set was behind him. South Park with the lead, 17-16. Chris Howie again getting way under that thing and sailing it way into the South Park bench, and the Panthers trail by 2, 18-16. There's the serve. There is Leahy into the block again. The defense by South Park is keeping us from getting these kills. Polashek, my goodness, knowing exactly what to do with that, the big senior hitter. And the Panthers with the largest deficit since the first set, and Coach Zebo wants a timeout, and rightly so. South Park with a 19-16 lead, and when I read off these totals to you, there just haven't been that many kills for the Panthers tonight. Chris Howie leads all attackers with 8 in basically 3 sets. James Ferris and Aiden Leahy tied with 7 apiece. Mitch Boring, the junior, number 24, he's got 3. Jared Brown, number 16, has 2. Michael Lynch, 1. James Ferris has 2 blocks for points. Jared Brown, 1. 3 aces for Aiden Leahy. 3 aces for Billy Smith, and an ace each on the serve for Michael Lynch and Jared Brown. But right now, the Panthers have to focus some defense here. Get control of this serve and this set. The server did not wait for the referee's whistle. Got a little over anxious. That's Ryan Clydesdale. Now we're in business. Good serve. Michael Lynch. Aiden Leahy still not able to find the floor on these attacks. Michael Lynch. Aiden again. That time he fools the defense. The idea is in that case, make the defense move. That's what he did. They've been actually hitting at the defenders. That time the defense had to move, and it rattles off a wrist and over the end line, out of bounds. It'll be Sean Mackey. Senior number 18 checking in. Chris Howie will occupy a place on the bench for a little while at least. Sean Mackey with a serve. And a good one, just barely clears the net. A miraculous recovery. Sean Mackey, my goodness. Digging out that attack by Jason Polashek, but not gathering in the point. 20-17, so 3 points. South Park Eagle lead. Hard driving line drive serve. Aiden Leahy finally finding the open spot. Back-to-back kills for Aiden Leahy. Panthers back within 2 and needing a run here to capture this lead back and get control of this third and what could be the deciding set. Floating jump serve, unusual, but handled by the Panthers. Mitch Boring, there's one of them back. Mitch Boring's 4th kill. Aiden Leahy, will he use the jump serve this time? 2019 South Park. No, he does not. From the back row, oh, that sails long. Well, that's what the Panthers needed finally. It's been a long time since an error like that from South Park, and we are suddenly all tied up at 20. And this time, Coach Jesse Panzarello for South Park takes a quick timeout. Panthers have 2 section contests coming up tomorrow and Thursday. We play the Moon Township Tigers, I think they're called, for the first time tomorrow night at Moon. And Thursday night, it's at Cannon McMillan. The Panthers have already taken Cannon Mac once the first match of the season was here. That took them 3 sets to love. Moon in the bottom of the standings right now with an 0-6 section record. So the Panthers should have 2 section victories in the pocket by the end of the week. Meanwhile, let's focus on the South Park Eagles here. 20 all in the 3rd set. Aiden Leahy with the serve. He will jump it, well, he still floats it, not with power. Little short set. Aiden Leahy covers that one nicely on the 2nd touch. Over it goes. And it will come back, but not with power. Left side, Mitch Boring. Oh, my goodness, couldn't find the floor. Well, Aiden Leahy let that one just float over his head. I know he thought that was going out, but it landed about 2.5 feet in, and South Park has the lead at 21-20. Mitch Boring. Net violation. Either way, the Panthers get that point. We're at 21 all. Trading points from here on is not going to cut it. The Panthers need, say, 3. Jared Brown. Decent serve. South Park has it. Left side. Dan Wanker touches it over. Who's got it now? Mitch Boring finds the back left corner. Mitch Boring. It's a kill. It's not a powerful one, but it counts. Mitch Boring gets credit for that point, and the Panthers take control for the time being here. 22-21, needing 3 here to close out this set and match. Jared Brown again. Good little serve, just barely over the net. Oh, but good presence of mind for Dan Wanker to hammer it home, and we're all tied up at 22, just like we were in the 2nd set. Panthers ended up pulling away with that one. Let's see what happens now. Spencer Geidish with the South Park serve. Left side, Mitch Boring it down it goes. Mitch, yes, good set, good result. And that's what happens when the receiving team gets the advantage. The receiving team had control of that ball. And Mitch Boring put it home. Now the Panthers need to play some defense because South Park gets the same advantage right now. Panthers lead 23-22. And it's Michael Lynch with a serve. Oh my, we won't get the chance to see it. That one sails about 1.5 feet long. And we're all tied up at 23. Now in the last set, the Panthers took the last 2 points to win this one. But if we do get tied at 24, it will be bonus volleyball. Short set, James Ferris. Oh, right at Kevin Parlick, though. Oh, brother. Michael Lynch hit it, but it went up into the rafters. You are not allowed to do that. And right now, South Park in control with a 24-23 lead. That's Mitch Boring now. We are tied at 24, and we keep playing this set until somebody wins it by 2. It's been a long time since anybody had a 2-point lead in this set. 24 all. Mitch Boring with the serve. Top spin serve at the net. It will not come back with, oh, wow. How about that? How about that? And the Panthers get a gift of the first point. Joe Wanker hit it into the net, and the coach, Panzarello, calls his second timeout of this set with the Panthers on a 1-point lead, 25-24, but they have to win it by 2. So right now, Aiden Leahy leading all attackers with 9 kills. Chris Howie, the big senior number 8, he's got 8. James Ferris and Mitch Boring now tied with 7. Mitch Boring has taken charge here in this third set, and he will have the serve. And let's see if the Panthers can play some defense, get this point, and send us all home early. Mitch Boring. Short set, just tapped over. Aiden Leahy has, and now can the Panthers close this doggone thing out? Aiden Leahy, yes, he does indeed. Aiden Leahy with kill number 10, and that puts this close and exciting match in the history books. The Panthers coming away with a 3-set-to-love victory by scores of 25-14, 25-23, 26-24. South Park, very game tonight. They came here, made it close, and the Panthers come away with a non-section victory, and now a 4-3 overall record heading into 2 more section matches later this week. And that'll be it from here, everybody. It's been Kevin McGahey doing the voiceovers for you tonight. John Buckhold has been your cameraman, as he has been with most of the matches this season. And, of course, the production talents of Upper St. Clair Cable 7 make this all possible. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more action in Upper St. Clair boys volleyball. Good night, everybody.